Hi guys, so I'm gonna share now today the tips how to write a better resume. So this is based on my experience in my Canada application years back, no? Year 2020 nung nag-apply ako. So ito po ang most common resume formats in Canada. So chronological most common, iyan yung pinaka most common format dito kung gusto mo mag-apply sa Canada. So, ang chronological, ito yung list of experience in reverse chronological order starting from the most recent job. And itong chronological, ito yung good option for people with strong work history. So, ang chronological, ito yung ipapakita ko mamaya na kagaya ng resume na ginawa ko nung nag-apply ako dito na nagsimula siya sa from recent job ko na at that time nung nag-apply ako papunta doon sa pinaka huli kong experience, pinakauna kong experience. So nagsimula siya sa latest hanggang sa pinaka una ko talagang experience. So ito yung format na it's a good option for people with strong work history. So ang sunod is yung functional resume, also known as skills-based resume. So, ito ang nag-focus niya sa relevant na skills rather than the work history. So, kung meron kang skills na yung nag-focus siya sa skills mo ba na ina-applyan mong trabaho. So, and itong resume na to, it's good for option for people with gaps in employment. Yung malayo ang agwat ng working history mo. So, ang ikatlo naman is combination resume, a flexible format that combines aspects of chronological and functional resume. So, ito yung, it's a good option for people who want to make a career change or have many different skills. Kung mag-apply ka, yung parang sa ano pa, saksak sinagol. So, yan. Yan ang resume. So, ang pinili ko po dyan, yan po yung chronological. Yun yung pinaka-common na resume format in Canada. So, yun po. So, yan yung nilagay ko sa kung halimbawa sa isang papel, at the top portion of the paper, nilagay ko na diretso yung pangalan ko. So, that is my name. And then, yung current address ko nung nag-apply ako. So, since I was in Hong Kong at that time, so ang current address ko dyan before was in Hong Kong, yung address ng employer ko. And then yung my contact numbers, siyempre my Hong Kong numbers and my email account. So the opposite of this, opposite niyan is my 2x2 picture on the side. Sa right side siya. So this is the top of the paper. So halimbawa kung long paper ang ginamit mo, so this is the top portion of the paper. So ang next niyan is educational background. So, ang nilagay ko na diretso is yung college education ko. So, ibig sabihin, kung may college education ako, dumaan ako sa high school, dumaan ako ng primary, dumaan ako ng kindergarten. So, ang nilagay ko na lang dyan is yung college education ko, yung pinagtapusan kong eskwelahan, anong year. So, that was the year 2024, 2018. So, ang tinapos ko is Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Biological Science. And then also, April 2019, after kong nag-graduate ng yung sa degree ko, kumuha ako ng 6 months caregiving course. So, April siya natapos 2019. So, St. Albans College of Technology, this was the school nga kinuhanan ko ng course ko ng caregiving. So, nilagay ko na diretso dyan sa educational background ko, yung college ko lang, college education. It's because it's understandable na bago ko nag-college, dumaan ako ng high school, dumaan ako ng primary. So, yun po. Para hindi na siya masyadong, kung hingan ako niyan, so, of course, I can give kasi meron naman. So, next, other skills and qualifications. So, ang skills ko is, of course, I can speak in English and basic Arabic and Cantonese. It's because I have experience in the Arab countries. And also sa Cantonese, current job ko before, I learned ang basic Cantonese lang, yung daily words na ginagamit ng Cantonese. And then I also had basic life support training for adult and baby CPR while I was in Hong Kong. So sinulat ko din dyan. And then also, isa sa qualifications ko is yung board license examination for professional teachers passer. So ibig sabihin lisensyada po ako. So isa po yan sa qualifications ko. And then so I have the skill na to teach. So itong WES, ito yung World Education ito yung report ko sa Educational Credential Assessment. And then ito yung ang equivalent ko nung nagpa-assess ako sa kanila sa WES is ito po yung bachelor's degree 4 years. So yan po, at yung result ko ng IELTS ko is yung band score ko is 6. So isa po yan sa qualification ko na nilagay ko. So ibig sabihin I passed the language requirements ng Canada. And also yung educational credential assessment na napasa ko po yan. So that is one of my qualifications na nilagay ko sa application ko when I applied sa paghahanap ng employer dito sa Canada. Kasi importante yun yung hinahanap nila nung at that time yung kasagsagan ng application ng caregiving sa batch ko. Yan po yung dalawang mismo na hinahanap ng employers po. So yun. Next, personal background. So yung age, date of birth, gender, civil status, and children. So, ilalagay mo lang dyan kung may anak ka, anong status mo, anong gender mo, and date of birth and age. So, work experience. So, nilagay ko dyan sa work experience ko. This was the Wong family. Yan yung, nung nag-apply ako ng caregiving job dito sa Canada, ito yung family na pinagtatrabahuan ko, yung Wong ang apelyido. So, my position was if they age, nanny, and caregiver. So, all around ko doon sa Hong Kong. So, current address. So, the address of the family na I worked with. And then, year na nag-start ako after the year na nag-stay ako sa family during that application na ginawa ko nung nag-apply ako. So, yun po. And then, kung nilagay mo dyan yung family mo, information ng family na pinagtatrabuhan mo, of course, sa work experience mo, ilalagay mo rin ang responsibilities mo. Ilagay mo siya mismo, it's because, syempre, nag-apply ka ng nanny, di ba, sa Canada, and I was staying in Hong Kong at that time. So, nilagay ko ang responsibilities ko, which is the employers na hinahanap sa'yo yung gusto nilang magtrabaho sa family nila na mag-alaga ng mga kids nila. So, yan ang nilagay ko. Currently taking of a 1-year-old and 7 months old baby at that time nung nag-apply ako. So, in charge of the daily reports and routines of the baby's activities, takes part of learning and behavioral development of the children, strictly follows the schedule at hand for each task in a daily basis, handles child care management including household chores, washing clothes, meal preparation for the baby and adult, washing dishes, bottles, and sterilization. So, that was my responsibilities when I was working with them yung nag-apply ako yung gumawa ako ng resume pa-apply dito sa Canada. So, importante na malagay mo ang responsibilities mo para alam ng employer na anong kayang gawin ng aking i-hire para sa makasama nila sa bahay. So, yan. Ito yung trabaho ko sa Qatar family when I was there. And then, yan yung sa Doha, Qatar. Yung position ko din doon is DH. And then, nag-start ako doon 2011 to 2013, and then responsibilities ko is yun lang, maglinis ng buong bahay kasi merong naka-assign sa kitchen noon dati, so 2 kami sa bahay. And also assist my employer when she has a client for makeup in her salon or hotels where the client stays for their weddings, birthdays, and engagements, and etc. So makeup artist kasi yun si ma'am, yung employer ko. So, kung saan siya magpunta, kasama din niya ako. But, most of the time, pag nasa bahay lang kami or sa salon lang ang makeup niya kasi ang salon niya is nasa bahay lang. So, I do cleaning inside the house. So, yun yung paglilinis, and then that's it. Kasama niya kung pupunta man siya sa labas, hotels, or anywhere. And then the Alvarez family, so ito yung third work experience ko. Pinakauna kong experience na nagalaga ng bata. So as a nanny, so yan din. Former, taking care of 3 months old baby at that time until 2 years old. And then in charge of the daily reports and routines of the baby's activities. Takes part of learning and behavioral development of the children. Strictly follows the schedule at hand for each task on a daily basis. And then handles childcare management, including household chores, washing clothes, meal preparation for the baby and adult, and washing dishes, bottles, and sterilization. So, that was my first nanny job talaga. And then, yun, nilagay ko din dyan kasi nga, di ba, chronological ang gamit kong format. So, ito yung, wait lang. Dapat ito yung before Hong Kong, dapat ito yon doon. So, nagkamali ako, sorry. So, itong slide na to, dapat ito yung nauna doon sa bago ako after nung sa Wong family, ito yung dapat ang nilagay ko. Pagkatapos ko ng college, ito yung dapat ang nilagay ko. So, business account associate on Uber Eats Philippines. So, nagtrabaho ako sa isang call center. Tapos, yan, ito yung address. And then, 9 months lang ako doon. Nag-start ako October. Nag-resign ako July kasi pupunta na ako ng Hong Kong. So, dapat this slide before yung experience ko sa Wong family. And then, ang responsibilities ko doon nung nag-agent ako, nag-call center agent ako is receiving calls and answers emails promptly to clients needing assistance on app functions, delivery statuses like cancellation and charges. So, yun yung trabaho ko dati nung nag-call center agent pa ako. So, nilagay ko yan dyan. So, next is references. So, ang references are people who can speak positively based on your skills, work ethic, character. So, can use the name of your former employers based on your work experiences. But, of course, you have to ask their permission in case na someone will call them for referencing. And then, ang references, pwede mo pagbasehan ng professional, academic, personal, and character references. So, yan yun silang mga references mo sa, kasi sa professional kasi, yan yung mga nakatrabaho mo noon. So, pwede silang mag-speak sa iyo positively. And academic, especially yung mga teacher, mga teachers mo dati na nakilala ka. Yung character mo, tsaka yung personal, yung sa personal naman, referencing yung kilala ka outside of work. So, these are the people who can speak positively based on your skills, work ethic, and character. So, sila po yung pwede. And then, sa last po niyan is, lalagyan mo lang ng I hereby acknowledge that all the information na sinulat ko doon sa itaas ng aking resume are totoo, true, and fact. So, lagyan mo lang ng signature, applicant, and then your name, and then signature. So, ito lang po yung ginawa ko sa application ko na na-hired po ako dito. 3 po yung nag-interview sa akin, pero pinili ko po itong amo ko po ngayon. So, ito na po sila. So, from Jabang po, nag-DIY. So, si Ate Dap. Thank you very much. Goodbye.